All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 725. I'm your host, Chief ED, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who... Wombat.
Nice. I like that. It was fun. That was fun. You captured my yawn perfectly.
I sampled it.
I saw.
Is what it's called. That's a technical
classic,
term.
It's a classic yawn. It's a meme. I've seen it on other websites.
Your yawn?
Yep, my yawn. It's now people use that GIF whenever anyone posts anything that's uninteresting.
Probably not.
Yeah, all the time. Right, Chip? You've seen it. Like when people post pictures of what VR looked like in 1982, then someone follows that up with the GIF of me yawning.
Exact opposite.
Exact opposite of that. Yeah.
Just like that. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yes. So what's going on in your world? How was everyone's Mother's Day?
It was good.
All right.
We had a nice brunch, a Mother's Day brunch at Roosevelt Field, as one would do. And we had a nice omakase dinner in Long Island City, as a Japanese person might want to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's the mom, so it's her choice.
Her choice. It was good. She likes omakase high-end sushi. It's very simple, but that's what she likes.
And we had taco salad.
And now we're at the point where, you had taco salad, but not octopus taco.
No, not octopus salad, just taco salad.
We're at the point now that when you go to an omakase sushi, sometimes they ask you like if you certain things you don't eat, right?
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Pretty normal. So I actually now am the only one in the family who actually says stuff that they don't eat, which is embarrassing because
that is embarrassing. What aren't you eating?
What don't you eat?
I don't like uni that much. And
I love uni.
Uni's great.
It's too much for me. And like when you go to a place like this, it's just
the butter of the ocean.
It's so much. It's just like it's too much for me. I can't handle it. And Ikura, I'm not a particular fan of that.
Which one? What was that?
Ikura.
The Ikura Warriors. I love that game.
That's Ikari Warriors.
Yeah.
No, the fish eggs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That probably wouldn't bother me that much.
I'm not a fan of just like
what about now for the taco salad, Chip? Is that a taco salad that you made at home or did you go out for taco salads?
No, that's a homemade Gretchen's side of the family.
Inside of a shell or no? Tortilla
that was going to be my next question. Did you have the taco shell bowl?
No. It's the kind where you grab a whole bunch of taco chips in your hand and mush them up and
the crunchy dust.
Yeah,
low rent kind, not the classy kind.
It's good, and I don't know. She makes some kind of like taco salad dressing, and you pour it on there. It's nice German taco salad. I think
it sounds economical compared to omakase.
We made taco salad last week too, which is also kind of funny, but not for Mother's Day. We brought in Italian for Mother's Day.
We were all about T-ball and taco salad Mother's Day.
We were table tennis and taco salad. I mean, sushi.
You wish you had taco salad.
We did.
It has good onomatopoeia with table tennis.
We did Legos and chicken marsala.
Is that where this flower behind you?
That was one of her presents. Was the giant flower behind me?
It's bigger than the roller coaster.
It's not. It's just sitting on top of something.
I feel like you guys should be on that Lego show. What's that Lego show?
Brick Masters?
Lego Masters?
No, I think it's called Brick Masters.
Yeah, Brick Masters is, I think, a YouTube channel for Legos. But yeah, Lego Masters.
Yeah, how come you can't be a Lego master?
I'm not a Lego master. I don't build this nonsense.
Oh.
I just live in the house that has all this nonsense.
Right. You're just surrounded by it. I feel like you should rub off on you.
It's not me.
Wow. I'd get that shit out of there.
I had that conversation today.
How did that go?
Everything's still here.
but how did it go? Like, should we how do you broach the subject?
It's really
delicate,
more of
probably.
The problem was that we had 2 floods in the basement, at this point almost a year ago. And it kind of screwed everything up as far as where things in the basement are. and we kind of need to tackle that situation before we could.
So you're moving into the basement is where this ended at?
Oh my God, that would be the ideal situation for everyone involved.
Right. Maybe a second basement.
Did you see the Optimus Prime Lego
I
set?
saw that. I'm not really a Transformer guy.
I saw that they're making one. I don't know if there's a picture of it. I didn't get
There's
that
a picture of it.
I didn't look at it. I do not care about Legos. I gotta say, like, I see the huge fucking Lego aisle in Target, and it's like not proportional to the size of the store. Yeah, it's just like it's almost as many as there are Oreos in a Stop and Shop, different types of Oreos. Almost, but not quite. And I just don't care. I mean, I look at it, I'm like, yeah, those are things like you could, I don't really get the joy of putting those together. To me, it's almost like the same thing as putting together IKEA furniture. Like, it's something that's necessary for this product to be, and there's really no way around it.
That's depressing, but
I mean, think about it. You're just looking through a book that has instructions, and you're putting together. There's no like creativity involved.
Sure there. It's
there what it is. What's the creativity in putting? I understand playing with it after, but putting it together. Where's their creativity?
I think it's not so much a creativity thing as much as it is a accomplishment thing. It's
like putting together IKEA furniture.
Not every build is easy, but it's more fun than IKEA furniture. I understand your comparison. I'm just saying putting together Legos is more, and I don't think I'm alone in this opinion. They sell lots of Legos.
I know. I don't get it personally.
Like when I'm doing it, and I'm building it with my kids as well, like I find following the instructions just the key to learn the building, like interesting building techniques. Like
for future Lego builds?
For future like stuff when I'm messing around and actually just creating stuff on my own.
Are you freestyle Legoing over there?
So a lot of the freestyle just comes into like this Lego set has halfway fallen apart. I want to combine it with something else to make it a new castle thing or spaceship or car or whatever my kids are looking to do with it.
Right. My son has too many of the Minecraft sets, and he'll take those and like split them in half so he can connect them all together.
Mrs. Chipper got Legos for Mother's Day as well. She got the Winnie the Pooh set.
See, we have that one somewhere too, because that's a shock, right?
You don't know where though.
So that was a gift for Sabrina. I don't buy them. I don't trust me. I'm not the one going to the Lego store and buying Legos.
Shanafan, pull up some clips on previous CAGcast where Wombat specifically states that he purchases Legos.
I'm going to buy the Optimus Prime one.
I believe you, Wombat.
Yeah, it's not me.
Fight the power. You got to stand up for yourself. Get some space. You got to fight for the space against the Legos.
I was so happy. Elliot was in Beauty and the Beast on Friday night. He had his big performance, school play. He was Lumiere. That's a lead in Beauty and the Beast. He sang 2 solos. He was in pretty much every scene. After the show, my whole family was there with gifts for him. And I really I hinted, I'm like, no Legos. He got no Legos. And I was so happy.
Right. No Legos and no drum sets.
Yeah. Right.
It's the key to a happy family.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get all the hate mail about comparing Legos to building IKEA furniture.
It's fine. No one's telling you have to love them.
I think people are into it, though. I feel like, I don't know. Obviously, the fact that they dominate Target, I get that the margins must be really attractive for a store like that. But anyway, enjoy your Legos, everybody. I'm not judging you. And if you can help me out, put my IKEA furniture together, that may be a better use of your time.
You don't shop at IKEA.
I do. I bought a speaker from there. They make a good Bluetooth speaker. If you need a no latency speaker that you can plug into and you have no latency, they make one, and it's cheap and good.
Good.
What do we got for show feedback?
I just realized my camera was off center. This is from Hatch and Pete, also known as ODX. In other forums, as well as the Fortnite dads. Knowing how far into Ghost of Tsushima you are by the number of bare asses shown, those are called cheek points.
I get it.
I know, it was funny.
I know, I read it earlier, so I'm not going to laugh now.
Okay. Oh, no, that's worse.
I smirked earlier when I read it.
Perfect.
I could smirk again. Hold on.
Could you?
How was that?
Nice.
Is it good?
Yeah, no, it's a good smirk.
Did you play any more?
Nope.
Why not?
I was.
That's the type of game that if you stop playing, you're never going to go back because there's a lot of controls. And once you forget those, like.
I didn't play anything, though. It's not like I was playing another game and going back to it.
Not even
really
Fortnite?
Looking to buy Spider-Man, though. I saw you.
I was looking to see. Yeah, I was curious about that. I was curious to know because Spider-Man is on sale, the Game of the Year edition that has all the DLC that I've never played. And I gave away my disc copy to my nephew, like however long ago, of old Spider-Man. I know, Cheapy's falling asleep now.
Hold on.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just rebuy it for $20 with the DLC I never played. But it's not the PS5 version, only the PS4 version. And apparently you can't buy the PS5 version standalone. You can only buy it if you buy it with the Miles Morales version. It's like a whole nonsense of nonsense that makes no sense.
Didn't explain why you didn't play Ghost of Tsushima, but
yeah,
you almost bought a game that you played already, but you didn't play any more Ghost of Tsushima.
Does that come with the new PlayStation Plus, whatever though?
It might be. I know. I heard that rumor too. Right? I don't know.
Spider-Man tier.
Spider-Man tier.
You get all Spider-Man content.
That would be S tier.
S. Spider-Man.
Yeah, the S. Yes, that's what the S stands for.
I'm excited. We're only a month away from figuring out what that PlayStation Plus is.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I should hold off on buying any PlayStation 5 games.
You're just going to be getting like pummeled by games there. You're not even a PlayStation Plus subscriber, are you?
I am. Yeah, I
resubscribed.
When I got the giant monster, I resubscribed.
What? You had
the PlayStation.
Oh, the
5.
PlayStation. I thought you had some sort of surgery.
Yeah, when I got the giant monster installed in my back, I
No, your penis.
Yeah, that too.
I was referring to your penis.
I got an
penile
extra 5.
area.
I got an extra 5 inches added.
Yes, that's what I was referring to.
Well, I heard the average was 6, and I just wanted to be there.
That's nice.
Mm.
That's it for the show feedback.
I think so. There really wasn't much.
A ass joke. Very. I use the term joke loosely, but there we go.
Got an itch. Okay.
I'd like to remind everybody that May is Make NF Visible Month, and we are raising money and awareness for Children's Tumor Foundation. Neurofibromatosis, or NF, is an underrecognized genetic disorder that can cause tumors to grow on nerves throughout the body. NF occurs in 1 in 3,000 people and affects millions of people worldwide. NF can lead to blindness, abnormalities, cancer, deafness, disfigurement, learning disabilities. See, I have a learning disability and I don't even have NF, and disabling pain. We're doing a charity raffle. You can donate and enter at CAG.VG/CTF, and every $5 will get you an entry, and you can win a $100 e-gift card and other valuable prizes, including Wombat. Listen, Wombat, a PS5 code for Spider-Man.
Oh, well then I should join this raffle right away.
We are up to like over $300, I think, last I checked. So thank you very much for your generous donations. The URL again is CAG.VG/CTF, and you can check out Children's Tumor Foundation at ctf.org. How about some Watch This jerks?
So I know that Chip and I saw the big thing. We saw
your penis, your new penis.
We saw my new penis. I showed it to you. Was the first person I showed it to.
It took
like, is this color look right to you?
It took 2.5 hours to see it all.
Yep. Now we saw the Doctor Strange 2.
Is that with the second Doctor Strange? He's been hanging around for a while.
I know he's been in a lot of movies, but this was the second Doctor Strange movie.
I feel like he was in that Spider-Man movie a lot that I just watched.
He was.
I feel like that was a Doctor Strange movie.
Was he doing some multiverse stuff in that one?
He was going like this and wearing sweatpants and sweatshirt.
Yes.
And also not really making any sense, like in the things that he was doing and talking about.
It sounds like Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Was it good?
I liked it.
You liked
I
it?
did too.
Yeah, I thought it was entertaining for the entire. I don't know. Was it like 2 hours? It wasn't that much longer than 2 hours. Like 2
I don't
hours,
think it was
15
that
minutes.
much. Yeah, it was like maybe 2:15. We'll say. Let's say 2:15. And if I'm wrong, I literally.
It's about right.
Care. Yeah.
I checked. Trust me, I always check.
I went in relatively spoiler free, other than one trailer that happened to be playing during. I think we were watching an episode of Domino Masters.
What?
Domino Masters. You're not familiar with Domino Masters?
Oh, you know what? I am, because you mentioned it before.
Okay, good.
It's not the pizza. Listening. It's not about the pizza.
No, it's about sugar.
It's not about the sugar. It's not about the
so
comic character.
That was the only thing that I wish I hadn't seen in one of the trailers. Was a surprise in the movie, or supposed to be a surprise in the movie that they just like totally put into one of the trailers for
Batman,
no
right?
reason whatsoever. Like
Batman shows up.
It was Batman.
It was Batman in the Multiverse of Madness.
He walks around. He just walks around, and music plays really loud.
So this is definitely a Sam Raimi movie too.
Oh my God,
it's Sam Raimi.
If you like Sam Raimi, you're gonna like Multiverse of Madness. I actually recommend watching the Evil Dead 2 before you go and see.
Give me one example.
Pretty much anything. Just watch Evil Dead 2 before it.
Yeah, pretty much. I love that movie so much.
Give me one example of what makes this a Sam Raimi movie without any spoilers.
It's like the way the camera angles are. It even has that cool first person thing that he does in Evil Dead. Even little things like how doors open and close is a very Sam Raimi thing. Like literally all of his camera tricks that he's been using in his movies that make them the weird fade in and fade outs where there's that superimposition that leads right into the next scene. He does that a couple of times.
What's the last Sam Raimi movie that I've seen?
The last one.
The last one that I've seen.
Too. You're gonna recognize bits.
Yeah.
Right. You're gonna recognize. You're like, oh, this is fan service for Sam Raimi fans.
I don't even know what movies he makes. What movies does he make that I
made the Evil Dead movies.
I didn't watch any of those.
Evil Dead, Army of Darkness.
Never
You're not gonna get
any
of the bits in this movie.
I'm not gonna see this movie.
Have you seen Darkman?
Darkman, yeah, I saw that with Larry Drake. You mean?
Yeah, yes, Darkman with Larry Drake. That's one of his
second best role.
How have you not seen Army of Darkness?
I don't really like care about like zombies and stuff.
You not know what that movie is, though?
Not really.
He clearly doesn't understand.
I don't. I really don't know what it is.
You ever
what
see
is
the
it? It's
Quick and
like
the
jokes
Dead?
with zombies, right?
You should go in blind to Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
It's zombies and jokes, right? Like,
kinda.
Is it going to be like really shock me more than that? Like,
I don't know. Did you ever see The Quick and the Dead?
Yes, I enjoyed that one a lot.
Did you ever see the original Spider-Man movie?
Yeah,
I did.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3.
The one where he's walking down the street like this, and
that's Spider-Man 3. That's not his fault.
Oh.
That's why he kind of quit directing for a while because of
that's what I feel like. I can't. What has he made recently?
He made Spider-Man 3, and after that, he made that Wizard of Oz movie with James Franco, and then he stopped making movies for almost a decade. This is his first movie in 9 years.
Well, that's a big movie to come back to.
Yeah,
I feel
he didn't direct. Oh, did he direct? Oh, that's right. He did direct Me to Hell. That's the other one.
It's another movie. That's another like horror. That's a hardcore horror movie, right?
Yeah.
I'm not watching
he made
that.
like after he made big movies, he made like a small one, and then he was like, "Screw it, I'm done directing." And then they were like, "What about this wheelbarrow full of cash to make a Doctor Strange movie?" And he was like, "Well, I do like wheelbarrows full of cash." And they're like, and they were pretty much, I mean, you could tell they let him do probably whatever he wanted when it came to, directing choices in this film. Cause there's so much of him in this movie. It's crazy.
Why don't you sit down and watch Army of Darkness with Ty?
No, you got to watch Evil Dead 2 first and then watch Army of Darkness.
I think you can watch, but they're totally different.
There are certain things that won't make
get one.
sense.
Choose one.
But it doesn't matter if stuff doesn't make sense.
Army of Darkness is 80 minutes long.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So is Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
They're 80-minute movies.
And if you want to watch Evil Dead 1, it's the same movie as Evil Dead 2.
Yes. But without
so which one am I supposed to watch?
I like Evil Dead 2 is my favorite.
Evil Dead 2 is like a weird remake of Evil Dead 1.
Okay.
But with a budget.
Okay.
But it's the same movie, just like with slightly different scenes.
The Evil Dead was Sam Raimi's like fun thing that he did with his friends that he didn't think anyone would ever see. And somehow people saw it. and they gave him money to make a better version of it.
Okay.
There's a game coming out soon too. I feel like you have to.
Oh yeah,
get
Evil
up to
Dead
speed
the
here.
movie comes out on Evil Dead the game comes out on Friday.
What do I have homework for a game that's coming out? This sounds bad.
Yeah.
I'll check out the movie Evil Dead 2. If I remember.
Evil Dead 2, it's 82 minutes long.
It's good.
Do they have the 4K disc at Best Buy for a low price?
They sell 4K streaming you can buy for $5.
But that's fake 4K. That's like shitty 4K.
I'm just trying to help you.
Maybe they don't have a proper 4K release.
I
I
think
don't know.
the disc is 15.
Somebody else. I'll look it up. I'll find out.
Because I was looking it up after I watched Doctor Strange 2, which I feel like we just talked about without giving any spoilers or anything about it.
Yeah,
Right.
It's the darkest Marvel movie so far.
How is the acting?
You know,
They
I
do
think they're
Do
in
they have
movie.
that?
They didn't forget any lines.
No, it wasn't like the 5th grade production of Beauty and the Beast at all.
I told you I had like a serious panic attack during the first one, right? Where I like almost like had like a serious
The first
fucking
Doctor Strange
meltdown.
movie?
Because of the acting?
Not because, well, maybe it was too good. I guess it was too good. The scene where where he crashes the car in the beginning
You know they edit that scene on Disney Plus?
to make it less intense.
Yes.
It wasn't. It was. I can't. I think it was more of the fact that definitely was a part of it, like the big crash, but also like immediately after it, it's like his hands are fucked up, and they show his hands, right?
In those things with that's creepy.
And like, you know, like also like that's how the acting was too good. Like that's how he makes his living, and he was like a genius at that. It was like watching Beethoven like go through some horrible hand trauma. Like, and I was in the theater with Ty and Miss Chibi, and I just like all the blood left my body basically, and I just complete sweat everywhere. And the movie's so fucking loud and like in your face, and I had a hoodie on, and I just put the hoodie on like over my head, and I just tried to like get it together, and I did eventually, but like I was soaking wet, like I was just fucking soaked through in like 2 minutes.
I watched the first Doctor Strange the night before we went to go see Doctor Strange 2.
Did you? And you probably didn't sweat at all.
No, I didn't.
So I'm not rushing to go see this.
My daughter was like, I can't remember anything from the first Doctor Strange movie. I'm like, do you want to watch it?
You remember this part with the fucking mangled hands of a genius? I don't like it.
The interesting thing about this too, though, is it's the first one that makes a lot more sense if you've watched a TV show on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like it actually is like, oh, you would kind of be lost here if you had not watched that TV show. As far as like where did these plot points come from?
WandaVision?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched that.
I know.
I'm good.
Yeah. If you hadn't seen that, I was trying to think about that. I'm like, how would you connect these things at all to like where this movie is at currently?
Yeah, and that's why I think it got some bad reviews. The bad reviews are like, I didn't know enough about that other thing, so this thing didn't make sense to me.
Right. And critics aren't allowed to give bad reviews to these movies because then they're not allowed they're not invited to see the next one.
This one got some bad reviews. Yeah.
Then
I
it
mean,
must
not
suck.
like
No, I'm just
it
kidding.
wasn't panned.
Right. I get it. Okay. When it comes to Disney Plus or wherever, I don't know, whenever it comes here,
You'll watch it and
I'll
you'll be
watch
like,
it.
oh yeah. I personally liked it more than Spider-Man, but
Okay.
that's just me.
I'll have a towel next to me just in case.
It's a better written movie than Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's more fun.
Yes, Spider-Man is definitely a more fun movie. This movie, fun isn't really what they're going for.
Nice.
But
all right, good to know.
I don't want to say something, but I want to say.
No, we're good. We avoided
You did
everything
it
there.
good.
I know.
Let's talk about Venom 2. Did you see Venom 2?
I did.
That's not even a thing.
It is. Let
is.
there be carnage.
In the movie theater?
Yeah,
No.
It's already been through the theaters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
now it's on Stars. They finally added it to something that I have, so I was
Okay.
able to watch it.
Like Disney didn't want that. They're just like,
No. They're like, no, this is going like regular cable. So I watched.
It'll do well there.
Yeah, that movie's terrible.
I want to see it. I got to see it. I have to see it.
I know you have to. It's on Stars.
I don't have Stars.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's
So
it
with a
is
Z at the end.
yeah, Stars with a Z.
Shipwreck doesn't
movie-
subscribe to things with a Z at the end. That's for
Put it this way,
regular
Chibi.
people.
That movie is 92 minutes long.
Good. That's a plus.
it felt like it was 7 hours long.
I believe that it sucks. I believe they even made a shitty one of those.
I wanted to watch it. You know, it's funny. It's like on paper, it sounds like it should be better. It's got, Tom Hardy's back. It's got Woody Harrelson in it. It's directed by Andy Serkis, who we all know as Gollum and the Butler and the Batman.
Sure. I don't know what his directing
but he knows how to he knows
how to do motion capture.
Exactly. He knows the mocap world. So you think in a Venom movie, and the story was co-written by Tom Hardy. So that's
a bad sign.
I'm like, maybe this will be like different and a little more interesting. And it's just like, it's so weirdly boring. And there's just stuff. I was like, wait, why that's a choice. That's a choice. That's
right.
I don't recommend it. I honestly.
Dr. Robert back?
Yes. Good. Yes, he is.
Good.
Yep.
Shipwreck's that one fan of Venom, basically. Mm-hmm. What else?
The first Venom isn't terrible.
It's not terrible. It's just, it still has some really weird choices.
It has weird choices, but it's
Dr.
not
Robert picking up an awful lot of screen time.
Yeah, with Dr. Robert too. Yes. And he has a weird amount in this one too. Yeah. But
have you never seen Venom either, GP?
Not watching that.
He doesn't need to see. He doesn't.
It's bad. I don't watch bad movies. Like I can see that they probably have very little redeem. I can understand maybe like 5 minutes is interesting out of the whole movie, but I'm not willing to go to that ratio for entertainment.
I came out of Doctor Strange 2 going, man, I wish Marvel had Venom 2 if they're willing to do this tone of movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like the DC tone, but like competent storytelling wise.
Yeah. If it was just a mainstream MCU, if they were handling Venom, it would probably be significant. We know that it would be significantly better. It's not even, it probably would have been. It would have been.
Too much Venom talk.
Venom. Because I could spoil Venom and no one cares.
No, exactly. No one cares.
No one
What
cares.
else? What else?
Since you watched Flash Gordon in 4K last week,
right?
I saw that it was on Comet TV.
That's not a thing.
I DVR'd it on my Plex to watch it in 480i with commercials.
Sounds like horrible.
I had never seen Flash Gordon before, apparently.
Why not just spend the $15 and you don't have a 4K setup, do you?
No, I have multiple 4K setups.
Oh. So why wouldn't you just?
Yeah, he doesn't have a 4K setup. He has multiple.
So why not? So like, what are you doing even? Isn't your time valuable?
4DI.
Yeah, I mean, and commercials.
There is on Comet TV. There was no joke. Like I'm blasting through the commercials. It's not.
I bet there's a streaming service that even has it in HD with no commercials.
Yeah, but it was right there on Comet TV. It just shows up on Plex.
I only watch Corn Cob TV.
I
watched Flash Gordon off of that. There was like a 25-minute infomercial in the middle of this movie on Comet TV. Just I forget it was for. It was something for old people. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was fast forwarding. I'm like, good God, this just keeps going and going and going. Flash Gordon, he doesn't do a lot in that movie. He gets captured a lot.
He's more about bringing people together. Like he's kind of like the goofy hero, but he's all about we can do this together. We can do this together. But yeah, he doesn't really
like the Fiddler on the Roof. He's the hero of that movie.
Topol.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's
nice pull.
Yeah, like that used to hear. I also watched UHF. That was on TBD.
Never heard. I swear I've never heard of any of these.
What
channels.
is TBD?
It's an over-the-air station.
They haven't come up with a name yet.
Yeah.
And they turned that into a brand.
So wait, you watched UHF on a UHF station? Is that what you're saying?
Basically. Mm-hmm. That's definitely like on a streaming service for free in HD. I'm pretty sure.
It used to be on Amazon Prime.
It is. It definitely still is. They're always fucking showing that to me.
Right there on TBD. Don't see what the problem is.
That's a good movie, though. UHF is a good.
Did you like movies? Did you like Flash Gordon or no?
Flash Gordon, I was entertained by it, but at the same time, I was like, really? Like, I don't know that much about Flash Gordon.
Nobody does.
I was picturing him like shooting people with like laser guns and stuff.
And the next one that they never made.
Okay.
That was probably
the acting's really bad. The acting's really bad.
Yeah.
There's not any other than even
Flash is horrible.
Fiddler on the Roof was not his best performance.
Yeah. There's a reason why Flash Gordon was not in any other movies.
Right. Or they didn't make another one.
Sam Jones, is that his name?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice ass though. What else we got? TV shows.
I am on episode 5. I finished episode 5 of Severance. So we're making our way.
Nice.
We're making our way through. Yeah,
what episode? Sorry, 5?
5.
You're getting there. You're halfway.
Yeah, but I was pleasantly surprised in episode 4 when they spent a good chunk of it at the Mohonk Mountain House. And I was like, wait a minute, I sat in that chair. So me and Adam Scott sat in the same chair on a dock. So I thought that was cool.
Are you liking it?
Yes.
It's really good.
It is very good. I feel like obviously it's going somewhere, I want to say. So I think it maybe needs to go somewhere a little faster, or does it not go anywhere and they kind of just set me up for season 2?
Have you seen the show Lost?
Yes. No, sort of.
I think we're in a Lost situation here.
Okay.
From what I know of the production of the show, it sounds like
you all the way through the season?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I finished it when it came out.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
It's great. But I don't know that they know where it's going. I don't know that the writers necessarily know where it's going.
Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. They have a lot to play with, though.
Yeah. I mean,
I hope they know where it's going, because that TV shows tend to fall apart if they don't know where they want to go.
Ben Stiller will keep it together. I'm confident.
That's true.
He will steer that ship true.
I did rewatch Zoolander recently, and I know he knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff. We finished watching Moon Knight for some reason. I don't know. It was there, and it was 6 episodes. It seemed it seemed attainable.
Did you?
I gotta say, it's a really weird choice that they made that show, and it's on Disney Plus. It's like the tone is all over the place. Like you've got, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a really in the middle of the show, in the last third of the show, there's a really serious subject matter that, mental health related subject matter that is serious. There's no, it's trauma and how that affects people. It's very serious. There's no way that that's not serious and not important. And then you have that, but then you also have talking hippo lady that speaks in modern day vernacular, but is supposed to be an ancient Egyptian goddess. And those things don't bump up great next to each other. And I appreciate I appreciate what they were trying to do with that, but I feel clearly the show is not for kids, right?
Yes, that's
it's not. So then why do they have this silly stuff with the hippo and trying to
I like the hippo because I think it
was a little too silly, I feel
it allows them to have these serious subjects and it's almost like a spoonful of sugar scenario. I'll go with that, where it's how do we have, because if it was nothing but this serious dissociative identity disorder,
fantastical, and combining fantastical with the seriousness,
but that's what I think it is.
But it was just a little too not well written, that part. That part I felt
would she have spoken a little more old timey?
I don't know. It just it's something about it
it was a hippo because it's supposed to be a hippo.
No, I get it. It just to go from that super serious thing and then having Poochie basically.
Oh, see, I thought the hippo was great.
Yeah,
and it's not and I don't think the hippo overstays her welcome. It's not like she's there for a half hour.
I don't know. I like the whole Middle Eastern vibe to it, and I know it wasn't filmed in Egypt, but it was filmed in Jordan. I guess that's close enough, and I don't know. I thought that part was cool. But yeah, I don't know. Something about it didn't quite come together for me. But I was entertained, and I liked the design of Moon Knight. I don't know anything about him really.
Was Moon Knight Jewish enough for you, or should he?
It was a good level of Jew in Moon Knight. The acting he did a great job. Oscar Isaac, I thought, having to play different versions of himself. And
did you watch the post-credit scene?
I think I did, but I don't remember.
Okay.
Well, I don't. It probably meant nothing to me.
Okay.
I don't know. They're not going to make another one of these, are they? Did people watch this?
They changed it from series finale to season finale.
Oh, good. I hope people watched it.
A little bit of like a little switch there that a lot of people didn't notice. They kept calling it watch the series finale next week. Then all of a sudden they said watch the season finale next week.
I felt like also they were trying to be like Legion a little bit, but like Legion's way more serious, and there's no like, I mean, there's weird parts in it, but like it's written more smartly, like the silly parts, so it doesn't like pull you out of it.
Yeah, no, it definitely has a Legion vibe to it.
Yeah.
There's definitely a Legion. I don't think this show would have been made if Legion didn't exist before it.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, we watched it. We were entertained enough.
I understand why people hate it. I really
people hate
liked
it?
it. Yeah, a lot of people hate it.
What do they hate about it? Like too hard to follow, or they
too hard to follow, boring, not enough punching.
Yeah, it got a little talky, but I don't know. It was a little different. At least it was different a little bit. What else?
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys have talked about this. I started watching Our Flag Means Death.
Nice.
I'm only 2 episodes in, so this is basically just miracle workers with a budget. It's so far. Is that right? Wanda, have you watched this?
I haven't, but Cheapy did.
Okay.
I haven't watched Miracle Workers.
Okay. It's the same type of thing.
Is it like Miracle Workers?
It is.
I like Miracle Workers.
It's like a period, like they're pirates instead of Oregon Trail or medieval times, where whatever Miracle Worker season it is, but it's like with modern dialogue and
a touch of modern like modern concepts, like they know about I don't know, politically correctness, or they're in touch with their feelings.
It hits the same beats as like Miracle Workers does, except it just has a bigger special effects budget and overall effects budget.
It gets a lot better once another main character shows up. You're not quite there, Ship. Maybe 1 or 2 more episodes.
I think episode 3. I think they're bringing him on, right? I think they tease him at the end of episode 2.
Okay. Batman again.
Good.
I figured as much.
Yes. Yeah, it's great.
I almost forgot to add this to the outline, but
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching, I have 2 episodes left of watching the Pentavarite.
Right. I couldn't even get through the trailer. That's how that looked to me. Like I was like, oh no.
That is the Mike Myers. Yes, Mike Myers from Austin Powers and Shrek fame.
Yeah.
It's Saturday Night Live, of course. He plays, I think, between 9 and 11 characters in the series.
All of them badly.
All of them kind of badly.
That's the little blurb on Rotten Tomatoes says like Mike Myers plays 8 characters and none of them are funny. Basically,
it's like it's a weird show, and I don't know if I like it or hate it. But it's definitely not something in between. Like I either like loathe this show and it just hasn't, like I'm too stupid to realize it, or I'm actually enjoying it and the show is just smarter than I'm giving it credit for.
Dark Death has a good theory in the chat. He says the show is great to Canadians. That would explain it, right?
There's like a lot of jokes about Canada in it.
Really? Oh, really? Why?
Yeah. Because he's Canadian,
but
and
there's not that many people living in Canada. It's why make jokes for them. There are not that many people watching.
Well, a lot of them are like at Canada's expense.
Even worse. Well, maybe it's better. Less people coming after you.
And it's like there was one scene that I thought was clever that reminded me of like, oh, this is why Mike Myers became famous. You know, if we watch the Austin Powers movie, it's that similar sort of tonal shift a lot where it's like fart and shit jokes, and then something clever will happen, and then it goes back to lots of fart and shit jokes. Like, you know, like in Austin Powers, the scene with the fruits when they're naked,
right? That's
kind of clever. Or when the rocket ship, it looks like a penis, and they keep going, it's a giant Johnson, get over here. You know, that whole bit.
I was wondering where that was going, whether that was
the clever part.
The clever part, or
no, that's clever. I would put that under clever. And there's like the one,
like Adam
there's
Sandler.
one scene and like, when there's that one scene in the second episode of the Pentavarite that takes place while they're playing pool, and that whole little sequence, which by the way, I'm talking about 2 minutes in a whatever it is, 3.5 hour season, 2 minutes, and I was like, oh, that was clever. So I don't know if 2 minutes is worth it. It's like, why they needed more of that and less of the, oh, I'm really stinking up this car with my gas jokes. Yeah.
Adam Sandler style. Hey, look, it's working for Adam. So maybe Mike thinks he can get like a 10 picture deal. Maybe he did already. Who knows?
Aren't they talking about potentially another Wayne's World coming out?
If someone's going to give him money to make that, right?
Who knows?
I mean, it makes sense. Like, it
could be better. It's also weirdly violent. It's strange.
Last I checked the Rotten Tomatoes score, it was 27.
It's so bananas. And it's this thing where it's like, is it that ahead of its time that 10 years from now we're going to go back to the Pentavarite and go, we were all so wrong about this, because comedy can be like that. But then there's that part of it was like, no, it's just kind of bad.
Really? It's that out there? Like, it sounds like maybe I need to just watch some of it when nobody's looking. I said
you need to.
You're selling it to me.
Right.
You need to watch the first episode, and you sit back and go, what the fuck is this crazy bullshit show?
Huh.
And I don't know if I like this or hate this.
Okay.
And I'm on episode 5 of 6. I'll finish it because it's short. Episodes are only 20 minutes each.
It's weird.
Yeah.
All right. I may check it out. I reserve the right to check it out or to not.
Yes, I agree with that, with your rights.
Depending on my mood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should we do some new releases? What do you want to do?
We could do we want to, let's go into what's with our friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like our friends at Trade. Trade Coffee connects customers to the freshest and best tasting coffee they've ever made at home by partnering with the country's best craft roasters. These are independent businesses from big cities and small towns. Trade customers are truly impactful for these independent roasters, often being their largest source of new growth for them. Expert tasted coffees, Trade's coffee team actually taste tests thousands of coffees to keep 450 kinds live and ready to ship every day. There's no one perfect coffee, but there is a perfect coffee for you, and Trade's human-powered algorithm will find it. Trade Coffee sends you freshly roasted beans from 60 of the country's best roasters, small businesses who pay their farmers fair prices to sustainably source the greatest beans from around the world. Trade delivers a bag of freshly roasted coffee as whole beans or ground for however you brew at home, and they guarantee you'll love your first order or they'll replace it for free. Trade has delivered over 5 million bags of fresh coffee with more than 750,000 positive reviews. Right now, Trade is offering new subscribers a total of $30 off your first order plus free shipping when you go to drinktrade.com/CAGcast. That's more than 40 cups of coffee for free. Get started by taking their quiz at drinktrade.com/CAGcast and let Trade find you a coffee you'll love. That's drinktrade.com/CAGcast for $30 off. Thank you, Trade. It's a great service. I've used it. Shipwrecks used it. They send great coffee. Again, that's Drink Trade. Yeah. That's drinktrade.com/CAGcast for $30 off. All right. So now let's hear from our friends at BetterHelp Online Therapy. Life can be overwhelming, and many people are burned out without even knowing it. Symptoms can include lack of motivation, feeling helpless or trapped, detachment, fatigue, and more. We associate burnout with work, but that's not the only cause. Any of our roles in life can lead us to feel burned out, and BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to prioritize yourself. Talking with someone can help you figure out what's causing stress in your life. And, we all have stress. I work a lot. I don't sleep as well as I should. I definitely don't eat as well as I should. And, these are all reasons why someone should be checking out therapy. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. The CAGcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and CAGcast listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/CAGcast. That's BETTERHELP.com/CAGcast.
Oh, is it over?
Yeah.
Oh. You can keep talking, you know. You don't have to wait for me.
Nope. I was done. We could go into new releases.
I don't know when you're done. So
I'm
like
done. I'm done. I'm talking about new releases. I'm talking about Rift Tracks, the game, based on the
you play
mystery.
That?
Huh? No.
Oh.
No. I saw it and it made me do a double take on why does Rift Tracks, the lesser version of Mystery Science Theater 3000, have a video game? But what can you do?
$10. This seems like. Can we play this together?
I don't know. How does that work? Do we watch a bad movie and just?
So yeah, what it is?
Yeah.
It's like a you don't know Jack type of thing, right? Jackbox.
There's a game called What the Dub. That's basically they partnered with the company that makes that game, and they've made this game. So it's basically the same game with these guys, I guess. I'm not really familiar with Rift Tracks.
It has Mike Nelson. Didn't Mike Nelson? Isn't he like not cool anymore? But that's a whole other thing.
I don't know.
Yeah,
the game seems like it would be fun. I'll probably pick this up for $10.
You let me know how it is.
I will.
If I need to spend $10. The War Is Mine Complete Edition, which looks very depressing. So Cheapy, that might be right up your alley. I know it's on Game Pass.
It's been out for a long time, and they just announced they sold. It was a lot, 7 million copies. Could that be right? It was some very high number.
You play like regular people who are caught in a building during wartime, and you're just trying to survive.
Sounds depressing.
Yeah, that sounds like it sounds right up your alley, and it's on Game Pass. So
it's too highbrow for me, I feel.
What about Trek to Yomi? Did you try that?
I did. I played a lot of that actually.
And
that game is really good. I would recommend. That's on Game Pass, first of all, so you probably have it already. Yeah, they did a really nice job with this. It's a very basic side-scrolling sword fighting action. But the way that they've done the backgrounds and everything's black and white and really artistically done. And when you're not fighting, you're often like traveling through the environment. Anything but side scrolling. So it changes the perspective up and makes it, and everything's very cinematic looking. Obviously, they've watched a lot of old samurai movies. I played this with Mrs. Cheapy, and when she learned that this game was made by I believe a Polish company and not a Japanese company, she was pretty shocked because they really did an amazing job, I guess, with the dialogue and everything. The only complaint that she had that wasn't like super authentic was the font that they use on like the buildings, like looks modern instead of like what it would look like in the olden days. But the action is fun. The sword fighting, it looks really good and it's fun. And the checkpoints are like reasonable. So when you die, you're not replaying like a lot of stuff over again. I'd really recommend it. It's a great game. I don't know what the reviews are. I haven't like read anything about it, but they did a nice job, these Polish guys. Like they obviously hired Japanese people. I mean, and I guess a bunch of them. But it's good. Check it out. Anybody still here?
Yeah, no.
Anybody in the show?
I'm just looking at it. It's interesting that there's not one like full price game release this week. The most expensive game on the list is $45, and that's a Warhammer game for the PC. But there are no $60 games released this week.
I mean, even the list of Switch games is about half what it usually is this week.
Yeah, it's like, what is there something going on that there's just nothing?
I threw some Christian rock bands into that list too.
You did?
If you want to try to guess the
definitely Trash Sailors. That's a Christian rock band, no? Not Trash Sailors?
Not that I know of.
Oh,
no.
The Echoing Green?
That is a Christian rock band, yes.
Slap the Rocks?
No, that is not.
Nirvana?
It was taken.
Rogue Lords?
No.
Wow, it sounds like a good name for a Christian rock band.
Well, it could have been, but I did not listen to him in the 90s.
Pedro the Lion.
Yes.
Nice.
What?
Nice.
What?
Wait. So there's one more.
Best month ever?
No, that'd be a good name for a band, though.
I know.
Citizen Sleeper.
Another good name for a band.
It is a good name for a band.
Dakota Motor Company?
Yes.
Citizen
Dakota
Dick.
Motor Company.
I got it already.
Dakota Motor Company, the lead singer for that was a VJ and had a show on MTV for a while.
What was his name?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know. Bald dude.
Bald dude. I'm trying to remember the bald VJ on MTV.
I don't know.
Me neither.
Peter King.
Who?
He was a professional surfer and host of the MTV show Sandblast.
Oh yeah, I
remember Sandblast.
Nobody.
No, that sounds gross.
Nobody remembers that. All right. Anything else?
Ayuden Chronicle.
No, I didn't.
I think that's like a JRPG. I looked at it. I know that one of the characters in it is a kangaroo, and that's all I got out of it. I know there are people that I think were looking forward to that.
I'm surprised you guys didn't play Trek to Yomi.
You know what? It's funny. I have my Ghost of Tsushima game, and I saw that this was a samurai game, and I'm like, I don't need to play two samurai games at the same time. That's samurai overkill.
You can play none when you can play none at the same time.
Exactly. So yeah, it's not going to happen.
This is like a much lighter version of that. I think the commitment is probably a lot less. I don't know how long of a game it is, but I can't imagine it's that long.
Still in the Borderlands. So
right, understood. Okay, so that's it for the new releases. How about Wombat's fortnightly news?
I'm excited. There was big Fortnite news last week, like right after we did the show.
Microsoft, The Rock is coming.
Who?
The Rock.
Rock's already in it.
I just told you.
Coming again.
Yeah,
coming.
Rock was the season and almost 2 seasons ago.
Wow, do you have him?
Yeah.
Wow, is he good?
Yeah, he was fine. He's part of the Battle Pass.
I feel like he'd be bad because he's such a big target.
He's one of the 7.
7 what?
The 7 people that are fighting to free everyone from the eternal loop created by the Imagined Order.
Good God. We just walked into some lore here, Chief.
Chip, ask me about Apex Legends lore. Ask me any question. I don't know. I have no idea. Don't bother.
Who's Bangalore screwing?
He's
no idea.
One of the 7. It's something that Wombat said, like, we would have any idea what that meant.
Well, of course I said it
like
that way
had been passed down as tribal knowledge.
You could have also just made that up on the spot. We wouldn't even know.
That would have been amazing if I had made that up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Him and Joel McHale is also one of the 7.
I will admit to knowing that Bloodhound is non-binary in Apex. I think. I'm not 100% on that.
It's good enough.
I am familiar with the sexual orientations of the characters because it's very important when playing a battle royale game. So you got to know what you're up against. Use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
Build that into the move set. All right. What else we got?
Story missions in Fortnite and stuff.
Too. What?
Anyway, yeah. Like you go and you land on the island and you hit the little checkpoint and then the speaker comes on and goes, "Oh, we think that the Imagined Order is hiding tanks in this building over here. You got to go to the building and check out what's going on in there." Then you go in there and you get like 25,000 XP. And then you're like, all right, I did the thing. But anyway, so Microsoft and Xbox have decided, I don't know, made a deal with Fortnite to include it as part of Xbox Cloud Gaming. So if you have an Xbox Live account or just a username and ID or whatever, you could play Fortnite from your phone, your computer. All you need is Wi-Fi. Go to xbox.com/play and on a device, any device will do. I played a little bit on my phone with the Backbone. It was kind of cool to be able to do that.
I bet you can't be as good playing on your phone.
No way. No.
Can you buy things?
You can buy things. You can buy all the things.
Get The Rock on my cloud account.
The Rock wasn't for sale. He was a season pass skin.
Free?
He was part of the season pass.
Awesome.
So,
I love it. All right. What else?
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool though, because it hasn't been on the phone for a while. There was that whole thing.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Remember there was that whole lawsuit thing,
right? Do you think
the store in there?
Do you think people are going to find out about this? Do you think? I wonder, like,
what's Apple going to do? Block the?
No.
Xbox
I wonder if people are going to
website?
play it, take advantage of it. That's what I wonder.
I mean, I assume so. I assume that's the whole point.
I wonder what kind of traffic it's going to get. That's what I wonder.
Yeah. So now you can play Fortnite from your iPhone,
or not, as the case may be.
Or not, if that is not your preferred method of playing. I am almost at level 200.
Yes.
Hopefully by this time next week I will be, and we can all celebrate together.
Awesome. What else we got that's not Fortnite related?
We have more games of service news. Call of Duty Warzone is starting their Godzilla versus King Kong event today. Have you seen any of this?
I saw that. I guess there's King Kong is in Battle Royale now.
King Kong and Godzilla, full size, on whatever, Warzone Island. I don't know what they call it.
I think that's it.
Is it Warzone Island?
It could be.
Yeah, and there they are. They're like, oh shit, there's Godzilla.
And they're fighting each other, and then you also can fight them?
I think so.
It says Godzilla versus King Kong, not Godzilla versus the Battle Royale posse. That sounds pretty cool. I might want to. You know what? It's like 120 gigabytes on Xbox.
I know, that's why. That's the only reason why I haven't checked it out myself. I'm like, it's a lot to download. I don't know if I want to do that just so I can say, hey, look, it's Godzilla from that movie I saw that looks just like the Godzilla in that movie I saw. And I'm not gonna, they also release skins that you could buy, like a Godzilla skin and a King Kong skin.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Wait, for the soldiers?
For the soldiers, yeah.
Are they good, or are they like Halloween costumes? I want to see the inflatable Godzilla costume running around.
What was the name of that company? Ben Cooper? They're like Ben Cooper costumes.
It's like One Crazy Summer, the movie when the guy puts on the Godzilla.
No, it's not that. It's not. If you understood the Ben Cooper reference, then you're an old man. Yeah, that's what they look like.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
I'm 100% serious.
I mean,
it's not like they're wearing a smock with a picture of Godzilla in the center.
Yeah, they're going to charge $30 for it. Probably, you be sure
that is kind of what it looks like. That's the first thing I thought of.
Ship's going to start playing this now.
Oh my god, they look like Ben Cooper costumes.
Look it up, and then play. Are you like, Ship? Why do you care so much?
Because I made a reference that Shipwreck understood.
I know, yeah, and that doesn't happen all the time.
I know.
Okay. Got it. It's not about the game. It's about the
reference I made. Yeah.
The lifestyle.
Right. It's about me thinking through another game. If they could put out a Ben Cooper Battle Royale.
Oh my God. That would be so awesome. If they made a Ben Cooper Spider-Man skin for Fortnite, I would totally buy that with the yellow lines and I'd be all over that.
There's something here. Yeah. A Ben Cooper game could work.
I know. There's like 4 people that are like, I understand what you're talking about. And to you 4 people, I salute.
You know what Ben Cooper is. You just don't know what you know. It's you get a plastic mask with a rubber band that goes around it. Yeah. And then the costume part of it is just like this vinyl thing
smock
that says just like Spider-Man on it, or like it has Spider-Man, but you're trying to be Spider-Man.
And it just has a picture of Spider-Man in the center.
Why is that good?
They were terrible costumes and they cost about $3 each. And the nostalgia factor of having that in a game would actually be pretty funny. But that's what I was saying, that I don't think the skins in Call of Duty are good because they kind of look like that.
They're light up and stuff. They look fancy. They look expensive.
I'm sure they are expensive. But
no,
it just
I mean
looks like someone in a bad Halloween costume.
It looks like an expensive Halloween costume, is what I'm saying. I mean, it has lights and shit. He looks like a demon Godzilla. It's weird. I don't like it. It's disturbing me. All right, what else?
What else? So they released some footage of Gotham Knights. I was about to call it Marvel Knights. Of Gotham Knights. And they also, this was the big surprise, they announced that it's only coming to current gen consoles. No PS4 or Xbox One version.
They're all in.
They are all in. They're hoping for chip shortages to be over by the time this game comes out, I guess.
They're hoping to get this game running properly. I think is what they're hoping.
I mean, it looks like it could be fun.
I watched some of the gameplay from the latest video. I understand the game's not done for sure. It's supposed to come out at the end of this year, right?
I think so, yeah.
October, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking that smooth in terms of like, what's the guy's name? Nightwing. I think Nightwing they showed with the batons. Like, it's just, he's sort of like magnetized to the enemies, and it looks like a video game, like not a next gen video game.
I mean, it is a video game.
I know, but does not look like a next gen video game. It looks like an old school game in the way the guy, everything's just like psh, psh, psh. It just, I don't know. It's not looking like a big budget game. So maybe that's part. There's a lot of Xbox One and PS4s out there, so they're leaving a lot of money on the table by not putting it out on those.
I know,
so
but
there's probably a reason for it.
I was gonna say, so it's gonna have to start at some point, though, right?
Not necessarily.
I don't know. I'm asking the question.
Not anymore. Not on either side, really. Xbox for sure not, and PlayStation I don't really follow it that closely anymore. But I think they're well, no, they're not the same level of back compatibility as Xbox. But anyway, there's a new season of Apex Legends, and I've been playing that. And there's a new character named Newcastle who looks like RoboCop, but he's not RoboCop.
What are his pronouns?
Him.
He?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know his
okay.
sexual orientation though. Or I think, I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure.
So how is the new season? Did you get the season pass?
You don't know any of this?
I don't know any of this.
So how's the new season pass?
It's a lot like the old season, except they have this new guy, Newcastle, and he's like a shield guy. He looks like he's got the RoboCop helmet, but he's got shields. He's all about his shields. So do you have
to buy the new character and the season pass, or just the season pass and that gives you the new character?
I have enough coins that I didn't have to go out of pocket for the battle pass, and they let you buy the characters with the other currency in the game that doesn't require actual money. So I used that. So I didn't have to go out of pocket for.
Do you have every character in Apex?
I don't. There's a few that I don't have. Maybe 2 that I don't have. And I could probably buy them with my existing currency, but there's a lot that I don't play already. So I really play Loba. Curious. I like Loba because she's like the shopping character. She's all about looting and shopping. And that's why I like the game. So I feel like I always just take her.
Use a basket or a cart?
She has a cane that she throws it in the ground and it turns into a store. And then you can shop in the store and your squad can stop in the store with you. And she's bisexual.
Nice.
And she has a large bottom.
Did you finish the previous season pass?
I did not. I got to level 80 80 out of 100.
80 out of 100. It's respectable, I guess.
It's good. I don't really go for the things so much.
You don't care. I guess maybe if you saw the skins while you were playing.
I just don't care. They're not that like I said. I only play with a certain number of characters, and so there's a good chance that I just really don't care about the shit that's being unlocked for them. There's a much greater chance that I'm not going to care about any of it. Anyway,
fair enough.
It seems fun so far, the new season.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your Apex.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. But what else we got here?
There was some Nintendo. There was a Nintendo showcase today.
There was. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, they showed some indie games coming to the Switch, like Ooblets.
That sounds like something I've heard of.
Ooblets. I think Chip played that, right?
I played that. Everybody in my family played some Ooblets. Yes.
Yeah, that's coming to the Switch.
It's a cute game.
People seem to really have nice things to say about Elec Head, which is a 2D puzzle platformer where you throw your head around to make things happen. That's that. Let's see. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, which is currently on Game Pass, is coming to the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think anything else that, and it's a bunch of other indie games that I don't know too much about. So, Aggro Crab. Looked kind of interesting.
Another crab combat game.
Yeah, it's a crab game where you're a crab and you fight things. So
Mini Motorways is coming as well, and it's just crazy to me that like there's a Nintendo event where they're like showing Mini Motorways. Like that's an iPhone game that's been out for a while. It's fun. I played it on iPhone.
Look, the Nintendo team really liked the game. They're excited about it coming to the platform.
Game. Like Mini Motorways is great. It's just surprising to me. Like, here's an event where we're showing Mini Motorways.
Not everything can be Metroid and Zelda. It's taking a while. Should make more of those games. All right. Anything else? There wasn't much for the CAG bag. We really answered all the questions.
Yeah, I was looking at it now. I don't see anything all that.
All right. Excellent then. Let's remind everybody about our charity raffle. You can go to cag.vg/CTF. And for every $5, you get one entry into the raffle. Win a $100 gift card to the store of your choice. And check out ctf.org for more information on NF.
Is that it?
That is it.
Bread's done.